Stop waiting for someone else to fix your life. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to do the work for you. And no one can want your dream more than you do. The truth is, the moment you decide to take full responsibility for everything in your life, your actions, your failures, your attitude, and your outcomes, is the exact moment your life begins to shift. Responsibility is not about blame. It's about ownership. It's realizing that as long as you keep pointing fingers, you give away your power. When you say, it's because of them, you hand over control of your story. But when you say, it's on me, you take the pen back and start rewriting your future. Most people spend their entire lives waiting for the right time, the right people, or the right opportunity. They say things like, when things get better, I'll start, or if I had what they have, I could succeed too. But that mindset is the exact reason they stay stuck. Life doesn't get better by chance, it gets better by change. And change doesn't start around you, it starts within you. The moment you stop waiting and start acting, you take back control of your direction. The power was never outside, it was always inside, buried under excuses and fear. Taking responsibility doesn't mean life will suddenly become easy. It means you stop running from the truth and start facing it. You stop saying, it's not my fault, and start asking, what can I do to fix it? That question is powerful because it turns problems into possibilities. Every setback becomes a lesson, every loss becomes experience, and every obstacle becomes a test of character. The strongest people you see today aren't the ones who had perfect lives. They're the ones who accepted their flaws, their pain, and their failures and built something out of them. They didn't wait for rescue. They became their own rescue. You can't control what happened to you, but you can control what happens next. You can't change how people treat you, but you can change how you respond. Responsibility is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not about guilt. It's about freedom. Because once you accept that it's all on you, you're no longer a victim. You become the author. You decide the pace, the strategy, the comeback. You stop hoping for luck and start building habits. You stop chasing validation and start earning respect. You stop talking about dreams and start living them. No one's going to wake you up in the morning and push you towards your goals. You've got to push yourself. You've got to get up even when you're tired. Keep moving even when it hurts and keep believing even when no one else does. That's what responsibility looks like. It's not glamorous. It's not easy, but it's real. It's where power lies. The sooner you accept that your life is your job, your duty, and your legacy to build, the sooner everything begins to change. You're not tired. You're comfortable. You keep telling yourself you're exhausted, burned out, unmotivated, but deep down, it's not exhaustion holding you back. It's comfort. You've built a life around avoiding discomfort, around doing just enough to survive, but never enough to grow. Comfort is silent, but it's deadly. It's the slow poison that convinces you to stay where you are because it feels safe, familiar, and easy. But the truth is, nothing extraordinary ever grows in comfort. Every great success story started with someone who chose to be uncomfortable, who walked into fear, uncertainty, and pain, and decided not to turn back. Comfort kills hunger. It numbs your ambition and tells you that average is good enough. It whispers, why push harder? Why risk failing when you can stay right here? And every time you listen, a little piece of your potential dies. You start to shrink your dreams to fit your comfort zone instead of expanding your comfort zone to fit your dreams. You stop challenging yourself, stop learning, stop evolving, and before you realize it, years have passed, and you're standing in the same place, wondering why nothing has changed. Growth doesn't live where comfort does. Growth only happens when you're willing to stretch, to break routine, to walk into what scares you. Think about it. The first time you tried something new, it felt uncomfortable, maybe even painful. Whether it was learning a skill, speaking in front of people, or starting a new journey, it felt awkward. But that's how growth works. The muscles of success are built in the gym of discomfort. Every rep a challenge, every drop of sweat, every moment of uncertainty is shaping you into someone stronger, sharper, and more resilient. If you only move when it's easy, you'll never know what you're truly capable of. Comfort is the illusion of peace that keeps you from becoming your best self. Most people never reach their potential because they confuse being safe with being happy. They think staying comfortable means they're secure, but security without growth turns into stagnation. You start to lose passion for what you do, energy for what you love, and excitement for what's possible. The fire inside you starts to dim and you begin to settle for good enough. But good enough has never built empires, changed lives, or fulfilled destinies. Growth demands sacrifice, the sacrifice of ease, the sacrifice of familiarity, the sacrifice of the temporary pleasure that comes from avoiding pain. The moment you step outside of that comfort zone, everything changes. You start to see how strong you really are. You begin to feel alive again because life happens in motion, not in stillness. Every risk you take, every fear you face, every challenge you embrace makes you bolder. The discomfort that once scared you becomes the fuel that drives you. So stop calling it tiredness, call it what it is. You're comfortable, and comfort will never give you the life you dream about. Growth begins the moment you stop choosing easy and start choosing what's right. Life doesn't owe you anything. The world doesn't hand out rewards for dreams, wishes, or good intentions. You can sit around talking about what you want, what you deserve, or how hard life has been, but none of that changes the truth. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who work. Desire is easy. Everyone wants more money, more freedom, more respect, a better life. But wanting it doesn't make it yours. What separates the successful from the stuck isn't talent or luck. It's discipline. The willingness to show up every single day, to grind in silence, to put in the work when no one's cheering. That's what builds real success. Discipline is the bridge between the dream and the result. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep. It's staying focused when distractions are everywhere. It's doing the uncomfortable tasks that no one else wants to do. You can pray, visualize, and speak affirmations all you want, but if your actions don't back it up, you're wasting your breath. The universe responds to effort, not excuses. Life doesn't reward the ones who wish. It rewards the ones who show up with consistency, with hunger, with a mindset that refuses to settle. You can't walk around acting like the world owes you because you've suffered or struggled. Everyone's got battles. Everyone's been hurt. Everyone's had doors slammed in their face. The difference is how you respond. Some people use pain as an anchor. Others use it as fuel. You either stay stuck talking about how unfair life is, or you decide to stand up and create something out of the mess. The truth is hard but simple. Nobody's coming to hand you the life you want. You have to build it brick by brick, failure by failure, sacrifice by sacrifice. Discipline means doing it even when it's not fun, even when it's not glamorous. It means putting your head down and grinding when the excitement wears off. Success isn't about one big leap. It's about thousands of small steps taken when no one's watching. The problem is, most people love the idea of winning, but hate the reality of work. They want the result, but not the routine, the glory, but not the grind. But every champion you've ever admired has one thing in common. They earned it. Through sweat, through sacrifice, through nights of doubt and days of pressure. You don't deserve success just because you want it. You deserve it when you've earned it, when you've done the work no one saw, when you've stayed committed after everyone else quit. So stop waiting for validation. Stop blaming the system. Stop looking for shortcuts. The moment you accept that life owes you nothing, you become unstoppable. Because when you stop expecting handouts, you start creating opportunities. When you stop waiting to be given, you start taking charge. Life doesn't reward desire, it rewards discipline. And the day you understand that is the day everything changes. Excuses don't change circumstances, action does. You can talk about your goals all day, you can write them down, visualize them, and tell the world how bad you want it, but none of that matters if you don't move. Words don't build empires. Excuses don't create results. Every second you spend explaining why you can't is a second you could have spent doing something about it. You say you'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow turns into next week, next month, and before you know it, another year has passed and nothing has changed. The truth is, there's never a perfect time to start. There's only now. And if you don't act on now, your dreams stay dreams. Action is what separates wishful thinkers from real achievers. Everyone wants to win, but few are willing to start. Some people spend so much time preparing that they forget to perform. They read every book, watch every video, plan every detail, but they never take that first uncomfortable step. And that's why they stay where they are. You can't wait until you feel ready because you'll never feel ready. Growth doesn't happen in the planning stage. It happens in the doing. Every little move forward, every small effort, every day you show up, that's how momentum builds. Excuses are easy because they protect your comfort zone. They give you permission to stay where it's safe. You tell yourself you don't have time. You don't have money. You don't have the right connections, but the truth is you're scared. You're scared to fail, scared to look foolish, scared to step out of the familiar. But the irony is failure only happens when you stop acting. As long as you're moving, you're learning. As long as you're taking steps, you're growing. Action doesn't just build results, it builds belief. The more you do, the more confident you become. The people who succeed aren't the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who refuse to make excuses. They don't wait for motivation. They move first and let motivation catch up. They understand that progress isn't made in big leaps, but in consistent, disciplined effort. Every day they take one more step, one more rep, one more try. They understand that imperfect action is better than perfect hesitation. You can't steer a parked car. If you want direction, you've got to start moving. Every time you delay action, you strengthen your excuses. Every time you push your dreams to tomorrow, you make them harder to reach. The only way to close the gap between where you are and where you want to be is by doing something right now, not later, not someday, but today. The clock is running whether you move or not. The question is, will you spend your time talking about what you want or building it? Because action will always beat excuses. Every time, every day. And the moment you decide to move, you take back control of your destiny. Every failure, every rejection, every hard moment, it's few. Most people run from pain. They try to avoid it, numb it, or pretend it doesn't exist. But the truth is, pain is one of the greatest teachers you will ever have. It strips away the comfort, the ego, the illusion that life will always be fair, and it forces you to face who you really are. Pain doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to awaken you. It reveals your limits, your weaknesses, your fears, and then gives you the opportunity to rise above them. You don't grow when things are easy. You grow when things hurt, when you're tested, when you're pushed beyond what you thought you could handle. Every setback, every heartbreak, every disappointment is raw energy. It's power disguised as struggle. You can let it break you, or you can let it build you. The difference is in how you use it. When you stop asking, why me? And start asking, what can I learn from this? You shift from victim to victor. You begin to see pain not as punishment, but as preparation. The struggle that feels unbearable today is shaping the strength you'll need tomorrow. Every great story of success has chapters of pain. Chapters where the hero was broken, doubted, and lost, yet refused to stay down. Pain pushes you before your purpose pulls you. When life knocks you down, it's not trying to end you. It's trying to move you. The universe uses discomfort to get your attention. It uses loss to make you hungry. It uses rejection to redirect you. Every time you fail, you're learning something new about yourself. Every time someone tells you no, you're being guided closer to the yes that's meant for you. Pain is not the enemy. It's the signal that you're in motion, that you're stretching, that you're growing beyond the limits of your old self. The key is to turn pain into power. Let it light the fire inside you. Let it fuel your discipline, your consistency, your hunger to become better. Remember the moments you were doubted, the times you were overlooked, the days you felt invisible, and use them as fuel to build the life they said you couldn't have.